enough. Forsaken's found him. That's perfect. They've allowed a little bit of room now to get that plant down. They can at least have time on their side.
Oke, tes 1, 2, 3. Halo everyone, nama gue Valorant ini. Selamat datang di stream kita bakal nobar ya coy. Kayaknya tadi nggak masuk streamnya, aku nggak tahu kenapa. Soalnya kita kali ini bakal nobar ya, nobar VCT, EG versus PRX rematch grand final. Semoga menang. Oke, mari kita lihat. So, yeah. Anjing stream gue tadi belum start, tolol emang. Nggak jelas anjing. Asu. Betul halo sih ya, pagi kan, pagi juga sih ya. Terus atau para nonton aman atau ya. Ada juga di sini aku nonton nggak sendiri. Ada kita lihat. Ada Roiju, ada Ryoku, ada Bang Madel, ada Esme yang ikut nobar ya. Ada Ren juga yang nge-stream.
Pretty violent here. Something gonna get ahead of this, but it could be now a little vulnerable. Could see the temptation.
Sekarang minggu atau Senin sih?
Minggu. Anjir, mantap jagoanmu. Emang Jing. Oh, di shotgun balik, nice.
Kok ini di thread? Anjir, main freak.
Gila. Mantap Kom.
Nice, ganteng-gantengku.
Harusnya Kom dapat.
Paling maksimal juga dapat 1 aja.
Kalau agak burik sorry ya, karena aku dari stream Discord.
The lowest funds on paper X. Doesn't like he's going to make an honest go of things here, and paper X should be able to disengage from side.
Udah save aja tuh Marshall biar ekonya rusak. Kom.
These rounds they may look close, but it almost suits paper X in their play.
Yes, noise.
They'll never turn that down.
Oh shit.
Disamperin udah gila anjing.
Itu sebenarnya kalau dia stack dia ada waktu tuh.
Iya kan?
Masa nggak ada tibek cok, nggak asik.
Ya kemarin kan kena warning. Ternyata iya kena warning dua-duanya ya. Dua-duanya ya.
Gue ngarepnya ini sih, gue ngarepnya apa ya, waktu PRX menang mereka lambain tangan gitu.
Tapi kayaknya yang EG ini telat warningnya, emang agak anjing.
Iya, jadi yang kayak si PRX do yang kena warningnya.
Terus akhirnya EG juga kena, kan goblok ya.
Emang dua-duanya dari awal match.
Iya. Cuma yang keluar tuh berita PRX duluan kan. Bikin ini ya, bikin
mislead.
Iya, mislead.
Bagus anjir PRX duluan yang keluar, jadi PRX kan langsung pada dibelain pun. Oh Iji gimana, coba Iji duluan yang keluar.
Iya.
Terus dia ngomong kayak, tapi kan PRX juga bales gini, tapi enggak sih, pasti pada belain. Itu mereka duluan.
Oh, di menuan dapat 1 deh.
Davai pakai Viper. Tumben.
Nggak,
Ya.
kunci tahe.
Salah.
Aduh.
Oh, ada device sih.
Yo.
Ya ampun, buffering.
No
Juga
bagus.
buffer.
Ya.
Udah enggak buffering lagi.
No Ren.
Oh itu belum diaktifkan Windows tuh.
Itu belum ada.
Demon One paying no respect.
Windowsnya belum diaktifat anjing.
It's another round that for me is a big adjustment on the back of the things that
Beli aja.
Mereka karena kena warning kayak ini nggak tibek-tibek lagi ya.
Iya.
Ya enggak toxic lagi.
Waktu itu beli 20.000-an.
20.000-an.
Gue belinya yang sama ini sih.
Iya, mau work.
Tapi itu sekali pakai doang deh. Kalau
Satu motherboard.
Satu motherboard
tapi
mending mah.
Enggak, gue kira yang
Sampai ganti
Gua
motherboard
pernah-
harus diganti lagi.
iya. Kalau itu mah tahu.
Gue pernah restart PC kan, jadi harus activate Windows lagi kan. Gue pakai satu ini yang sama bisa kok. Aman.
Asal motherboardnya sama bisa.
Kode yang sama.
Say that on the back of contact elsewhere, they've kind of loosened this hold on A site.
Ethan's drifting away, and you can see the Paper X are starting to stack up. You've got 5 pretty much present towards A. It's going to leave it in the hands of, well, I mean, some dangerous players. Jorgo, one of them. First casualty, caught Jing. Pain Shell denies any space coming directly towards the site, but it kind of plays in Demon 1 a little, but Heaven is the next target of focus for Paper X.
Mumpung masih bisa begitu tuh Jet.
Gila cowok.
Alah babi.
Nice. Oke, good trade. Trading.
Nice. Goes back in again.
4 second.
Always going to be happy for Paper X. They'll take this. They brought it down to a 3v3.
Mantap.
They've got options here, but Boostio still
Satu doang itu.
rotation forsaken.
Aduh, 4 second.
Belum mas buat gua ngomong.
Nice, Davai.
Regardless.
No,
Tag onto commons won't have to
Dia
pick
ngeloin.
HP.
low anjir.
Iya, ngeloin.
Padahal low anjir.
Space hard earned. Heaven still held.
No.
They'll flash into all the timing on that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Finding 2 against
Main freak emang. Aron ganteng kali.
They are looking lethal.
Please, ke mimpi gue lagi.
3K from
Ya
Mindfreak.
Allah.
Anjing gue mimpi jadi Nemaran tuh.
This event.
Anjing.
Amin.
Kabar gula.
Find
Amin.
Paper X a 4-3 lead here. Beautiful stuff, but I gotta say, I'll come back to the same point.
Di menuan
We
my
see the same
ass.
sort of thing between Ethan and Jogma a couple of times now. The
Mindfreak
flash out
lagi
from
panas
screens,
banget dari
the satchel
kemarin
from
iya loh.
elbow, but
Lagi
Jesus,
ganteng-gantengnya.
having to go toe to toe.
Oh ini si Mindfreak tuh
They don't just wanna
kebelet
take a
pengen
beating, they
beli
wanna sit
BMW
back and
baru.
let Paper X execute on them.
Anjir.
Iya cuy.
Whether or not D1 is
Jadi
the
apa
response to that.
ada omongan gitu dari
It's
PRX
obviously
gitu.
harder on the side.
Ini Aaron lagi kebelet beli BMW baru nih. anjing. The power of kepepet pengen duit.
Is he really going to this new him?
Sure.
Buset, just merit. Edan.
Yeah, and
Aku
I
juga
think
mau.
the key thing to
Apa?
know here is coming back to that
Pasti
comfort
tipikal
zone, right?
e-girls yang ketemu di
D1, I
Valorant.
think
Ketemu di Valorant.
we have seen the peak.
Sudon. Sudon anjing.
Seudon tapi.
Are you able to achieve that versus something, or versus Paper X as a whole? To be honest, outside of the head-to-head, again,
Valorant
you
kan
talk about
dating
they are
app.
just
Iya,
the
dating
masters
app.
of mayhem. All 5 of these
Benar.
members on Paper X are just lunatics, especially in solo situations.
Wah ini nih, loncat-loncat nih.
Ini susah banget gila satchelnya kayak gini. Kok nggak bisa?
Emang nyari timingnya itu loh.
Buset langsung di situ
Iya.
anjir.
Iya makanya.
Dia mendaratnya di bawah itu sebenarnya. Dari ke atasnya bunny hop.
Look where that death marker is up on rafters. Com definitely going to be.
Ntar gua kesetrum charger.
Ujung kecolongan. Tapi dapat satu sih lumayan ya jauh game.
Problem is, he's in a fairly risky spot, vulnerable to Heaven.
Yeah.
Where Mindfreak is, Ethan has to close this gap.
No flash to help him yet either.
No.
But the stalls worked well enough. Flash just coming on for Ethan. The flash is going to put Boostio back to the wall here. He's got to be so careful. Can he get played in by Ethan? He's actually got a chance for himself. Going to deny Forsaken. It's still a 2v3. It's still Mindfreak, who has been a master. Divide, similar scenes. 40 seconds.
Devi's actually got the pick.
Ada ulti sih.
Yeah, he
Pindah
wants
bro.
that. Play.
It
Time to go
covers
get this
all
play.
of sight.
Cuts off CT.
This is a really difficult pit to overcome. Mindfreak actually playing a little bit disconnected outside here on rafters.
But can they isolate him cleanly, or does he decide to dip back in? Can he get one for his troubles?
Nice.
Nah, ini enak nih, udah enak nih.
Udah nih. Main dalam apa Viper pit.
Kedengeran tuh.
Iya.
With the spread here, it's a real question. Actually, that's going to found one.
Okay, it's just down to one in the pit. He's diving head first into this.
Ini ke pit anjir ya.
I mean, the kill from Team 1
Main
comes
freak
through.
ini ya.
The most
Blunder.
random time here.
Nggak main
Like I said, there's a big
Viper
question mark with this
gitu.
spreading as deep as it
Terlalu
does towards CT, whether or not anybody
open.
pushed all the way out, especially after Mind Freak gets a kill in
Laki lah
heaven.
ya. Ayo Aron, kamu butuh BMW baru kan?
Retake here from EG.
I want to watch this again. Again, that's the start.
Satu terus dia kabur.
The end here, this was the kind of almost off-kilter
Nih yang
pickup.
bilangnya tuh
Yeah,
temen-temennya
fair enough,
tuh
I guess
anjing.
Ethan just
Kayaknya
dives
si
in.
Arun curhat.
Oh,
It's scrappy from EG.
Ada
But again, they
video
have
reaksinya. Lah,
apa sih anjing?
no.
you can't expect
Ini
consistency.
pertanda
but Paper X are
activate
being challenged.
Windows.
Operator is on
Nggak pasti, Teh.
deck. Something
Enggak.
Twitch aku tuh
bringing out
emang
the big green.
aneh tuh, nggak bisa login aku juga.
Walah.
To find his first
tahu
victim. He's
kenapa.
working up towards middle, but it's Ethan to feel that bit of pressure to begin with. They're not going to stop when they say pressure.
I think with the early round indicators here, they're not necessarily expecting an operator, so EG to remain very
Scout.
diligent here.
Jorgomo's already crossed though. Not been hindered. Forsaken seems so aware of the possibility, but he's got to be really careful.
Yo.
He is
Yo.
Judge on the other
Ah,
side.
untung aja. Crosshair ke bawah anjir tuh. Greget banget.
To find Jorgomo with it looked like ease, down to 14, yes, but now this is the operator. Oh, wow.
Oh shit.
It just came off the
Pengen
angle.
ini ya ngepick tali ya.
Iya tali di tali.
No, confirmation there now. Common Boostio should play this a little safer. As I say that, it's starting to explore towards B main. This could be crucial early information.
But look how little of the site EG have to play with. Paper X do have, you know, the green light to go, the flash,
nice.
fantastic,
Nice.
put into motion,
Mantap
as something's
something.
going to claim that. Demon 1 now.
Oh,
nice.
Something
Something.
happening around here, making up for that little bit of a miss earlier
Bro,
on.
heated up
Does
anjing.
wonders once he got to the site, and the other two
Cacing
players
panasan.
from EG just want these weapons.
Absolutely good.
Ada
Oh,
something.
flawless kok.
Forsaken jadi initiator mulu.
Ini ya, kalau nggak initiator Sentinel
This round opened up.
ngeflex terus.
I mean, the snap from Forsaken. It's a judge on
Yeah,
the other side.
yeah.
Ngapain?
And you got a shot off.
Apa ngapain?
Somehow only leaving Forsaken at 14 HP.
Safe kah?
Iya.
Safe.
Ya,
Oh
safe sih.
nungguin anjir.
Iya safe.
Paper X taking the lead here.
Oh shit mati. Oh shit.
Something.
It's crucial here that,
Aduh.
that something's operator is kind of figured out at the right time. Like I said, with Paper X desperately trying to create a little bit of pressure towards 8. I mean, you see what the byproduct is. Common Boostio actually go exploring on B main. They're trying to force somebody to peek into mid.
Orang lain yang stream aja kah? Bisa nggak error lagi?
Opportunity elsewhere on the map just by
Enggak
showing a
lu
little bit of
doang.
presence.
Semuanya juga kan. Kayak di
Oh,
player.
I think it's not
Yaudah, di
Ethan on the
YouTube
other
aja.
side of the map to really
Ya, di
send
YouTube
out
di double speed.
any utility
Kalau di
to
YouTube pasti bakal sama
garner
sih.
some information or
Source-nya sama
set
ya.
something in motion with a
Iya,
flash.
source-nya sama, cuma
Dari Korea. Dari Riotnya ini, dari Vini, dari tempat mereka.
kayaknya errornya dari ini banyak viewer di Twitch-nya nggak
Dari
sih?
ya dari Twitch.
Tadi dari Twitch-nya kayaknya Del emang Twitch nggak kuat ini.
Oh,
200.000.
Itu nama
Internasional lebih banyak tapi ya.
maksudnya Jawa
Enggak.
Germo.
Ya
Malu anjir.
Orang klasik. Ya nice.
But now it's down
Kasih
to
paham.
Ethan and Demon 1. Sheriff for the classic and a flash to play in, and that's about it. Demon 1 gonna be jumped off.
Nice.
Demon 1, this is finally put to
Ronde
bed.
mahal banget anjir.
Serem ya untuk lawan klasik. Iya klasik.
I kind of
Mereka
want to see
dapat
every
banyak
single
duit
kill that
aja.
just happened
Gila
there,
anjing.
EG.
How did Jorgomo get to?
Jorgomo 2 with the
Hampir
classic. Demon
ini
1 shoots a Sheriff out of his backside apparently to catch
Ini
something
Jorgomo.
in midair.
Jauh mau.
ini kayak gitu pada
I
anjir.
don't do that.
Iya.
What is this though?
Ini juga keren banget.
Faktor hoki itu penting anjing.
But it's still
Gue kayak
around
Shinjo
for
nyengir-nyengir.
Paper X. All of these are feeling going to be like this, right? Such violent delights
Sin
when we
anjing.
watch, but
Di Singapura
Paper X now
ramai banget lagi
chipping
nonton
away
bareng itu.
and
Iya.
creating a little bit of space
Kemarin
on the
picknya
board
sampai
here. 6
sejuta
rounds to
EG
their favor to the
lawannya.
4 of EG.
Yang
They're
apa?
starting to stabilize into
Yang
the game,
final
but
itu.
I feel it's going to be this high octane form all the way through.
Cuguan.
You better be careful.
Well, just on that point though, you're saying expecting this, but for Paper X, this is sustainable, right? For EG, is it? That's the question. Can they really commit to this sort of play style? Because this is playing into a Paper X style series.
Yes, yes, it certainly is.
Wah, ini pancingannya bagus nih.
So Divide going to go through. A little bit of a scrap over towards A, but it's kept 4 players here. You got Forsaken commanding the attention of
Nah,
4, and
ini
this now
langsung
is
rotate.
Bustio. He's calling for support, he's calling for help.
Aduh,
Can he slow down the
delaynya.
wall? He's trying to. All that utility is investing is just
Delaynya enak
by
banget,
second
anjir.
rotations in. They're backing away.
No way.
Ini udah masuk.
I mean, how much space
Ah,
does
yeah,
Forsaken get here?
Paling
Does
juga
it
ke
take
mid
speed?
ini.
Ethan, does he slip back on the elbow? He's
The flash. He's turned it, but he's still giving away. Oh, creating all of this room, and they are running 30 seconds. Dono is here with a
Iya,
showstopper.
langsung rotate lah.
Forsaken, yes.
Aduh,
has
tapi-
the sight.
Iya, nggak
Ini
bedain.
kok misalnya ke kanan aja Jogemo. Ulti ke kanan udah habis anjir.
Nah, ini
It's all
dia.
about timing. Bustio's taken away
Ayo,
something.
ngultinya
They're on the
kemana,
side.
anjir?
Jogmo sends it, posted, doesn't get it, but he does
Nice.
take down Mike for
Nice.
great
Nice.
from Dubai. Now maybe they can plant. This has been once again a mental
kaget
round,
gua.
but a 3v2. Demon 1 and Bustio. Bustio still
Something
making his
mati
way
ya
over.
di
Jangan
backside.
Demon 1
Jadi
hasn't
lu
left
kayak-
care
Oh,
for
nice.
the
Timing,
The
good timing.
swing
Timing.
is divine.
Wah.
That is perfection from Paper X.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Bisa nggak
This
sih?
is the sort of thing when I talk
Jing
about
on fire.
sustainability. Can EG constantly come up with
Let's
this?
go, let's go.
The troubleshooting on the fly,
Yeah.
problem solving.
Padahal
It
enak
doesn't
banget
even
barusan
really
EG,
fall to
anjir.
Bustio.
Iya.
It
Gitu
falls
ya
to
kalau
this
misalnya udah
individual
kalah
EG
terus
to make the
situasinya
right
tuh
decisions.
menang banget buat lu,
Perfect
malah
example,
ragu
Jordan
anjir.
here with the showstopper.
Langsung
Kadang-
blunder
What do you
sih.
choose?
Kadang-kadang.
Langsung menang lagi
There
PRX.
is no clear choice, a bit of a Sophie's choice if anything, but now we're looking at the Seekers being there for Forsaken. That could be right off the rip.
Banyak blunder tadi.
It looks like they want to go head first into this EG. Are you going to try and stand and fight this Demon 1? Going to be forced off. Trying to spam away those Seekers, but do they springboard quickly? Spam going to connect, and that's a problem
gila.
for Demon 1.
Spam
Falls
gitu.
away on 42. You can see, yes, damage to something on the other side, and that paint shell could become pivotal.
Oh, and nearly catching with the spam as well.
Dapat
Almost
nicing.
foul just Paperx getting themselves ramp control. EG still in control of the site
Aduh,
itself.
kom lagi yang
Again,
gini.
device set up to try and catch an overpeak elsewhere, something alongside him in mid. Paperx have been given access to vents actually, so a very easy opportunity here to regroup.
Paperx waiting for someone to play into this. The pivot's happening. Straight through middle,
Commit.
going back towards B. Jogmo yet to adjust. The flash might send him towards it. It's going to connect with one.
Meledak di kepala,
Slow down
anjir.
himself. Falls away towards the
Pusing.
side. Pushes to get the play in, but it's Forsaken. Breaks in like a thief in the night.
Oh.
Paperx,
Let's go.
so clean on these side takes.
Telinga bonge
Ball's
itu
gonna come
anjir.
through in EG. The last three were a mile
Meledak
away.
di telinga anjir.
Jogmo got there,
Si
but he's got his
burungnya
work cut out.
di kepala.
Snakebite to slow things
Now
down.
dodging.
Jinx still looking to get aggressive.
Wah.
Kill away from the shoulder. Here with the flash is perfect. Jogmo finds it, but he's shut down by
Thank you.
Forsaken.
A mind
Main
freeze.
free.
Wah, udah ketemu sini.
It is just gorgeous to witness. 8 rounds.
Let's go.
for Paper
84,
X
84,
on this
84.
half.
Winnable.
3G.
A
Switching
little bit of
side.
comfort. Paperx
Oh,
found
gila
the
anjing
latter
itu
half
Superman landing banget, Cok.
the opening here on split. Like I said, there was resistance shown here by EG, showing
Apa
that they're
BO3
happy to
ini
go
ya?
toe to toe.
BO5.
But
Sampai
like
subuh,
I said,
Cok.
Ngapain
Paperx
anjing?
get a feel for
Mending
it, a
tidur.
read on the game, how these rounds are playing out. In this sort of playstyle, that's where you expect them to excel.
Kalau 3-2 ya kayak Easy lawan Lot kemarin. Sampai jam
Iya.
8 pagi.
Thank you very much, guys. What a start it is already to this grand finals. Paperx, they're leading at the half. But let's take a look at the Verizon high-speed moment here from Demon 1. Mimi, we knew this matchup is going to be high-speed, and we got a treat to kick us off.
Yeah, we did. I think that EG
Yeah,
switching over
yeah.
to the double duelist comp
Oh,
was
yeah,
a good
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
It's a lot more
Yeah,
comfortable
yeah.
for them. And they showed this early on with some of these
Los
slow
Angeles.
retakes. This round was entirely
Betul,
Jojimo
betul.
and Demon 1
Yang
working
ini
together to win things out on the replay. We saw throughout the half
Nggak ada yang nggak pantesan,
how
aneh.
strong these two players were.
Karena barusan
But
intronya di
just
Kia-
these heroic
Kia
moments
Dome.
that were winning
Stadium.
rounds for EG.
Yeah, and this brought them at 3 rounds, Mimi, out of their 4. It was 3-3. The only other round they got was that Viper's pit round where I think they got a little bit fortunate to win that
Gila,
2-on-2
itu-
set.
Yeah, Mike Frick trying to get around the pillar, but the timing comes in.
Gambling
Demon 1
spam
manages to
banget
nail
itu
shots and
anjing.
takes him out. I mean, this is a fantastic display here. I think the real high-speed moment
Nah,
is
ini
the
kesel
build
sih,
time
anjing.
on
Iya, Cok. Kesel
Jogmo.
itu. Itu padahal Jing bisa tembak ke bawah projectile-nya.
Within the first 6 rounds. This was an
Enggak
incredible one
ulti ya,
for them,
lagi
but
nggak ulti.
it started getting away from them. Last time they played against each other, they did play Fracture. Last time they played against each other on Split, it was an 8-4 half for the side of EG on the defending half. They started off really strongly. This time,
played
not so
Jet.
much.
Yeah, and I think it's especially impressive because I don't feel like the start Ilust players for
Kenapa
Paper X
dua-duanya
have
play
had
Jet
nearly
anjing?
as
Nggak
impressive a
jelas
start
banget.
to this game. They tend to take a little bit of time to warm up, especially for something. And while there were
Play
great
Jet
moments in that
mananya,
half, I was more impressed with the consistency with the Paper X site hit finding success, and as well as that, in these late rounds, the clutches that continue to be excellent from Mindfreak.
Well, Paper X, they have the momentum here, but let's see what things are going to unfold as we switch halves. Back to you, Pansy and Hypok.
Thank you, and yeah, at 4-8, this is a fantastic start for Paper X. They've done what is required. They've got that first real half under the belt. You can see the succession of rounds is near on a streak. There was a couple that offset it for EG, but EG were in the fight, but I think you said it right. Do they have the ability to continue at this pace? Because Paper X aren't going to slow down.
Definitely not. You know how proactive they like to get on the defense as well. EG though, stacked up. As 4 into B main. It's just calm disconnected here, no surprises. This is just a post Demon 1 up here. They're actually going to regroup as 4 into mid.
Okay, let's put something on the chopping block and that might step out. He's got him dead. Big stop for EG there. No chance of a trade.
Udah ganti. Mampus saya lu.
Impostor coy, impostor.
Impostor ya, walah gitu Ren. Dukung EG sekarang.
Ih, anjir. Ragu lempar.
Di kanannya.
Nice. Forsaken could maybe do some damage though. Good flash, and he tries to look his next step towards the other side of Pillar. Catch someone on the push up, and he's trying to do damage, but it's just not landing. EG swarm the site. They should have enough for a plant here.
Dafai is
A little ahead of that, no. Does he want for smoke?
Mati nih Dafai.
Yes, he does, and it doesn't matter. EG
You mean
pistol
bro?
under the belt here. To give themselves a chance to close that scoreline up.
Juga.
There's a couple of heartbreaking moments, split seconds, deciding this. The overstep here from something, dash popped, obviously no chance to retreat from that, but and then Mindfreak just slipping into Astral form at the worst possible time. EG pounce on the opportunity, a pistol round on the board here.
I've got to say as well, just a side note, almost sidebar, Jorgano is having
He's nearly on 20 kills.
He's having a game. Looking like Jing wants to get himself working towards that showstopper nice and early. And a pace change for EG after a very slow, meticulous start to the pistol. They've shifted gear a little, looking to try and test or at least posture towards middle at the very beginning, taking over towards the top side of the system.
What the fuck?
This guy is literally...
Inhuman.
Kalah senjata,
Anjing, nyata nih orang lu.
Sure, anti-eco, I don't care. It's so clean.
This was the map that gave him the title of the new King of Hell, and you might be seeing it again. The guy's aim is off the charts. Gonna find
Nggak enak
something.
banget lagi mendarat.
A Mindfreak. Well, he's in spawn, so that's quite a ways away. Potentially get the plant. Yeah, going to be building up the show.
Mindfreak mudik.
Coming through here, just still being
Kedapetan
careful
nih,
in case
kedapetan.
there was someone waiting behind those screens. But Com, all too aware. You don't get to flank the flanker. Com's going to find him. Prime Gaming flawless. Moving forward, and Demon 1 warming up.
Nah itu anjir yang first shotnya.
Just
Nyata ini orang anjing.
Gue bilang domain Alek.
Itu mukanya.
Langsung nutup muka.
Langsung jijik banget anjir mukanya barusan.
Disgusting.
Paperwork still leading.
Damn.
Geniuses with a good opportunity here in the bonus as well. It's well fleshed out.
Ini nih baru permainan.
Right off the rip. Up towards ramp, he does have Ethan not too far away, but look at the spike and look at the player on the other side. There's going to be something.
Lewat
mid here. They aren't actively playing towards fence. It's on something shoulders.
Oh jadi
and he
dua
shoulders
satu lagi nih bos bisa.
Something. Let's something.
Overhit. There's the control from him right back at you. The problem is they are still a player down. It's a 2v3. It's not easy.
And Ethan couldn't really find any space on the other side of things either.
Dafai tadi udah dapat di mid aja sih ininya.
Forsaken on A side.
Si jauh game.
Team 1 has to come across this way for the heal regardless. To try and make something work. Charge on Demon 1. One kill, we'll have the Blade Storm here, but
Tahuan langsung anjir.
Iya.
Kena flash iseng.
Oh my god.
Demon1's got
Aduh,
knives.
2 lawan 1 nih. Lu sebel banget. Demon1. Kalau picknya aneh-aneh. Ya kalau picknya aneh-aneh.
Tinggal ditungguin.
Defy Imagine, Defy lah at least.
Aduh, timing banget. Kalau smoke-nya turun, wah sih.
Jing, looking like the timing's right.
Nice.
Safe pair.
Itu barusan dia kedengeran nggak sih?
Apaan?
Ada cas gitu ya?
Leave Demon1.
Nah, itu nggak bisa
6-9.
Kita nggak bisa kedengeran.
Nggak, kalau dari musuh nggak.
Kalau kedengaran OP juga sih.
Iya makanya.
Gue
Kok
dulu
bisa
kepikiran
tahu
kalau
barusan?
lu nge-equip senjata kedengeran tuh, wah anjir.
Kalau di CS kedengeran deh kayaknya. Kedengeran kan?
Enggak kalau CS.
Kalau di CS enggak.
Enggak, CS.
Reload kedengeran.
Ya reload mah udah pasti game mana juga kedengeran anjing.
Attack kayak kedengeran bang.
Iya, goblok amat. Ini yang
Kalau
kedengeran
CS ini lempar senjata.
lempar senjata, ya semua juga sama. Scoping yang kedengeran. Kalau di
Iya, kedengeran. Emang Valo nggak kedengeran?
Enggak, Valo enggak kedengeran bang. CS doang.
Oh, that's new.
Kalau nggak ada
Iya. Wah ini anjing serem banget cuk.
No one has checked on this. Does Forsaken just go? Does he take the green light? They might know
Bro,
Jing,
just
but maybe
go.
not.
Aduh, Jing.
They've slipped through the net. Let's go. Devastating. Already taken
mati
away.
dulu.
Aduh, disabstain anjing. Enggak ada yang jagain.
Gets him up to 8 with 2 in this round.
Kebiasaan.
And now
Ada yang nyangka di
something
situ.
divine mind freak. Where are they?
Bukan enggak nyangka, harusnya aware lah.
Iya,
Oh my
aware.
god. Gives Boostio the third. Now
Oh
it's
my
mind
god,
freak.
bro.
Now it's something.
Kebiasaan
And
ini
Boostio
apa?
is
Kebiasaan
gonna
pick
get it,
tipis,
but there's
tapi
the
dikiranya
denial of mind freak
habis
as
gitu.
something.
Iya.
It might be time to back away.
Apa ya? Jeleknya BRX tuh kayak gini anjing, unaware banget. Apa ini lagi skin gosong nih kontol lama? Disturbing cuk.
Rookie.
Something disturbing banget.
The kill comes through onto the site and they think that they've got a little bit of room to play with.
Yeah.
Problem being there's no second layer coming from screens or from heaven at the same time to follow through on that initial kill onto site.
And I'm a little bit nervous to say it, but I'll start nonetheless. I'm a little worried at how many of these rounds are a little bit individual.
Kenapa nggak ada
Just
badinya?
had that round. Yes, timing, but Boostio's
I
there.
come back to the same
Sengaja
thing.
orang-orangnya.
This isn't where we think about evil geniuses in terms of sustainability, in terms of consistency. It's not. This is playing to the strength of Paperwex. Even though here we're looking at a 9-7 scoreline,
Respectable.
this is what they love to do.
Oh, they'll do this all day long. There's no stopping them on it. But can they get chaotic in a round like this? With the buys far from perfect. Ethan already going to take away Forsaken from the equation and
Damn,
open up the map.
Forsaken
Now it looks like the extremities are going to be Paperx's focus, right? Start turning
mahal
a
banget ini
little
ronde.
towards A. Didn't find anything initially, but B main they're getting a little bit more invested. Something wants to work towards the ult. One off now. And Heaven, the exchange.
What won't catch. Jing actually trying to get ahead of the curve here. Might even catch her.
Oh,
Yes, he
nice.
does. Jorgamo
Nice Jing.
gets off a little bit of damage.
Massive. And they're going to
Nggak ada
read into
heal.
this.
Yeah.
This seems very indicative of that A hit coming through. So your call's going to be made. Devi has to
Balik
try
sama
to do
anjing.
something. This Guardian,
Aduh,
I mean,
udah ketahuan
they're trying to
Jing.
make it work on very little in this regard. Jing going to back away. But it's stalled out EG.
One kill from the showstopper
Forsaken
though.
mati
Jing
dulu
finds
ya.
another. Already set up
Dapat
here, but
nice.
There it is.
Oh.
That's a showstopper
Win
in
the
the back
blue.
pocket
Okay.
here. Reset
Yo.
on the paint shields. Right, EG is scrambling
Empat.
to try and find a
Bisa
rotation.
lah,
Mindfreak
bisa lah,
is
bisa lah,
positioned
bisa lah.
towards Evan.
Ya,
Down
terus
to 10
ada
HP,
showstopper.
has something
Lawan 3 ya. Aduh.
close proximity here already. Paperwex they're rotating ahead of this, Lauren.
Yeah, they're matching him step by step. You're not going to get it.
Tapi low HP banget anjing.
How does he play this
Aduh,
team?
Jing.
He's got to be. Yeah, he
Aduh,
doesn't have a
ya,
chance on it.
mampus
Seeker's
ya.
now going to pop on through. It's going to reveal their own presence.
Nice.
Demon1 turns around.
Anjay.
Why?
And up the
Oh my.
And beyond.
Davai.
They need to get towards the side, and it's on Demon1 to do it. He's going to get the plant down and now Devi.
Lu lihat
Don't
badinya
miss
Ethan
Stinger.
nggak tadi?
There's so much to ask of one man. Is there an
Badinya
upgrade around?
Ethan.
We have
Ethan.
the final
Kenapa emang?
corpse of a fallen
Itu tuh
foe.
badi ini anjir, badi fair play.
Towards that
Oh iya?
Buat ya buat konten kreator atau enggak ini apa pro player yang ikutan campaign Valorant aja. Kalau misalnya dia fair play, mainnya nggak toxic dapat itu.
Oh.
He's got to give it a go.
Nah,
And it's
siapa
gone.
tadi?
Gonna find
Ethan.
Devi.
Ethan.
And EG scrapping their way through that round. Mike, again, that was a little on the back of Demon.
Yang itu yang gambarnya tuh tonjok.
They were getting ground down.
Itu bukannya red gun body.
The presence of mind here is
Kalau nggak salah warna merah juga deh.
The clock's running this low. He
tonjok
dips
yang
into this
ada
cloud
hitamnya
burst
gitu kan?
to find the first.
Ya itu
Something
red
falls.
gun body.
Oh, ini Raya tuh.
Hits the updraft
Berarti yang satu lagi.
to avoid the showstopper from Jing. I mean, these rounds are just ridiculous. I have to imagine Potter is absolutely tearing her hair out right now. Because all the structure, all the discipline that you brought to this team now, you have to throw the rulebook out the window.
I feel like they almost started on that though. This map may not be a gimme, but it's going to be one of those where you've got to know this was going to come out, right? You know the Vtuber
Cara
was
dapetin
going to
itu
look
tuh
like
biar
this.
nggak curang
The last
sama
composition, the chamber
nggak toxic
wasn't
doang.
looking good, it wasn't working. The Astro
Akhirnya semua
Demon
dapet
didn't look
jadinya
as
berharga.
comfortable, so they've gone for a risk. Right?
Mirip saudara
High
gua,
risk and
anjir.
potentially a
Itu
high
siapa?
reward. Rolling it back. I don't know how much time they've had
Tadi
playing this comp as
Iya,
of
yang tadi.
late.
Oh.
So again, you look to it and you think, okay,
Yeah,
you
number one,
dice.
anjir,
And
channel
for now,
number
your big
one.
hitters, well, they're hitting.
Goblok.
Jorgamo and Demon 1. Now on the other side of things, this hasn't been the perfect start to the second half here. The scoreline nearly closed up at 8-9. Only one round so far for Paper X, but they're back on the bye. They have some big ults to play with. One off the divide. They're very close here to it could be a very deadly round.
Things as easy once again stacked up, maybe in the same sort of position to get Demon 1 posted here in B lane. See a very quick
serem banget itu. Main kena lagi ini.
kept honest here in the opener. But Paper X on red alert towards mid here because, like I said, previously EG did this to post up Demon 1, then reaggress elsewhere.
Oh my god.
Wah,
Taunting lagi dong. Taunting lagi, malas.
This creature has escaped hell to wreak havoc on this server. This is mental.
Mati bapak emaknya besok anjing.
Yolo.
And around sure, this guy is ensuring death wherever he goes, but still it's only the first pick.
Bang, gue streaming. Tenang sih,
That
nggak
has to
apa-apa.
cause a reaction from Paper X. They have to be dealing with the fact that B is pretty much open. But for now, they prioritize middle. They're looking for Ethan, who walks away barely breathing on 6 HP.
Anjing,
The
6
pace change
HP,
would be.
cok.
They want in, and Jorgamo gonna lead the way. Comms, Klean, Forsaken on the other side of the map. They're winning out everywhere. The big swing factor may be divide here, but look who's waiting. Demon goes down.
Ini
Ethan on the trade.
watch along.
Denied the initial plant. Can they find any more ways to cause problems? Something wants to. The spray, the shot in the dark, but it's Busio to find Jing, and it's all on something. In a 1v4, this is brutal. Ethan to the left, 3 to the right. He's got the first. Looks towards heaven. Tries to snap back around. 7 HP.
Gak bisa, anjing, bingung deh.
EG tying this up at 9 apiece.
Just wild. Some of these rounds to watch back.
Damn. Sulit.
So clean to find this headshot.
Terlalu white banget itu kan. Ya, gebrak meja nih.
I think the desk is going to be working overtime today. We're taking a beating some of these rounds because some of them are they're very frustrating for somebody to sit back and watch in terms of the intention, I guess, that both teams have in certain situations, and then the outcome. I mean, even there, like Comms killing Forsaken behind him. Like,
well, something wants to try and be the difference maker to this. Wants to isolate Comms.
Nice.
Clean. A decisive start. Half the map's Paper X, they're winning out towards middle. Good play out to Demon 1. It was only a stinger, but fantastic work considering what they brought into this round.
Oh, divine reset there. With the
Dalam banget anjir.
walking back into the blade storm. Something caught sleeping, mate.
Ya.
3 lawan 3.
YouTube. Atau gue yang stream.
Paper X have to respond. They have to draw bodies over this. Yes, they can leave one.
Ntar deh. Kalau masih kayak ini,
Habis stream ini.
boleh.
Habis ronde ini.
It's Forsaken who's the big player in this. Yes, the pain shell could be pivotal. Yes, all of the blast packs could do well. They have. Forsaken makes the most of it. Busio on the trade, but still. It's a 2v2 and James himself on the site. And caution being shown by EG, they're aware. They're so aware. And he's down
Nggak mati.
deleted by Demon 1. one, and now Mindfreak.
Mindfreak solo mulu anjing.
Ya, Mindfreak. New Windows. New Windies.
Bustio, kena dong.
On a platter, it's not
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Dua-duanya ditiup mati cok anjing.
What the fuck?
10 HP.
Dua-duanya low, ayo.
Total for EG.
Iya, dua-duanya.
This is doable. Couldn't quite connect on either of that. How does he close the gap now?
Susah sih
Bustio's
setup.
gone down. He was expecting a swing. Demon 1. Oh, the temptation. 5 HP on one side, 18 on the other. 4 bullets. Demon 1 breaks their hearts again.
Iya, tibe.
Digits lead taken.
He'll take the fight. He doesn't care.
Hah? Kenapa? Oh, aku yang ini.
Akunnya error lagi.
Damn. Oke, set.
Anjir, 300 orang yang nonton. 300.000.
Are putting on an absolute show in the second half. Just one round.
This is
for
nuts.
Paper X. And it's round 3 when they come in at such a huge disadvantage.
Ada nggak streamnya?
And I'll change up a little bit. I was talking about it being concerning in terms of sustainability. EG are going to be brimming with confidence at winning some of these rounds, Lauren.
This was never meant to be the map they started out. Oh,
Allah.
Christ! Demon 1! Absolutely devastating impact off the rip. That takes away Forsaken. It opens up all those possibilities on the side here. Just going to put the showstopper in towards heaven, secure. The second for the plant. It's on the floor for Paper X to try and bring this in. That operator not having a chance to rattle off even a shot.
Paper X have to get a move on though. Time already passing by. Look how disconnected Bustio is here as well. Now, plenty of utility.
Oh my god. I was expecting it to be calm.
Yeah.
It is Boosty. But you're right, time is of the essence, and Paper X need to get a move on here. Try and face their demons. They take away Jormo. That's fantastic. Quick flash, can't follow up, and now there's a chance. An opportunity. Cracked open for Paper X. Maybe this is the time they can break through. Maybe not. Demon 1 is out of this world. As Divide, the time is gone. He knows it. He can't change the outcome anymore. EG up to 11.
Damn.
What a stark contrast as well to how this map started. Jorgamo, we talked about him being on the brink of 20 kills. I think at that time, Demon 1 was on 6.
Something like that.
He's on 25 now.
Gila.
I mean, he just doesn't miss.
This was such a good opportunity for Paper X. I felt like once they crested Pillar, once they got close, once the knives were used up, that was a huge chance for them. Timeout is hit. Paper X need to come up with a plan. Alex is worried. This was never meant to be the start of this. In a best of 5, the team coming from the lowest rarely wins like this. 2 out of the 5 times we've seen this scenario, that's all that you can imagine to be done. Like, 2 out of the 5 we've seen lower ranking teams be able to convert those wins because the veto is so heavily favored normally towards the team from the other side. Paper X came in with a targeted first match. It might slip through their fingers.
I mean, it's a real concern actually because I know Sean was saying, well, he'd love to see
This is a little front
with
Susbat.
Paper X at the start of this veto.
I agree.
Pearl for me is a bit of a 50-50, depending on the comp change, sure, but Paper X will look flawless with Phoenix there. So.
Okay.
For this to, I guess, trend the way you'd expect it to, this starts with a Paper X win on split. EG already defying that.
Anjing gila.
11 to 9.
Intense but intense.
A desperate time out there for Paper X. Hopefully a plan has been made to handle EG and specifically this one, Demon 1.
Nice! Let's go!
Hampir aja anjing. Serem kan?
Iya tuh. Emang big balls move semua ini orang-orang. Oh my god. Bro got deleted anjing.
Bring it to a 4v4 now.
Even though the Seekers, yes, went towards B, you can see how quickly those rotations are coming in. Jing is already towards CT side. Forsaken is on the side, but it's a Bulldog, and it's a Judge. Far from perfect. Oh, and Bustio just slowly between them.
Please! Okay, thank you, Jing.
A 2v3 in the site is EG's. One should be coming in, and I don't think they can close the gap.
Pain shelter really. Jing,
he's off! He's got
Ya.
in a blink of an eye, he's dead
Damn.
and gone, and EG are on 12.
Susah sih.
Susah itu sendirian gitu dia.
Iya.
Nggak briefing dulu Satchelnya.
I didn't think we'd see it, Mike. Not in this map.
I mean, this just reeks of the loud performance on split as well from PaperX. Really struggling
Nggak ke
to
OT ini
find a
mah.
solid grasp.
Iya. Dah, kenapa anjing?
And just getting overwhelmed time and time again.
Sama dia yang juga gitu.
Now, unfortunately, have the second line of pressure, which is a
Dari
deficit
sananya.
here. A financial disadvantage. Demon One and
Overlord emang yang
Jorgamo
nonton ini.
eating up.
Truly a deadly duo between the both of them. Looking
Harus
at
semua lagi ini
Viper's
apa?
pick going through a middle.
Sil-
Gonna try and isolate some of these fights on the extremities.
Something,
Three players
bang,
put to
udah
task
bang,
towards
jangan
A.
maju-maju
It's calm on the
bang.
other side. And the rest of EG focusing towards B, at least on the start. Oh, again.
Combo going to be tested.
Aduh,
Hampir
Way
ya.
off there. Lucky to only
Asli,
get away
anjing.
with attack down to 89, but
the
rewalking
fuck?
this.
That's bold to say the least.
Ini serius ini?
I'm slipping away from this, but this will be noted relatively quickly.
That's a big
considering-
indicator, actually, that Com's given up this control.
Oh yeah, you can see Jing already.
Exactly, yeah, because something's in such a deep position now. He can get very early information.
Aduh, main freak serem banget tuh posisinya tuh.
Back of the site. Divide. They're going to try and get ahead of this, try and help him out, because look at the pressure coming his way. Paint shot going to go down. Demon 1 closing in, and now the chaos begins. Device fallen. Jing! Out of
Jing.
nowhere finds to a third.
Please!
Everything for them. How much can he do? Not quite enough. The trades are coming down.
Untung
And it's
aja.
all on the
Nice.
Untung
score.
aja ada.
A 1v.
In terms of making some sort of adjustment. Going to be tough here with Divide down on a Judge, Forsaken on a Bulldog. Ultimates, yes, 2 away from the Blade Storm. But a must win to keep their hopes of opening up this best of 5 with a map win.
It looks like middle is once again a
Kalau
priority
tadi
position for EG.
streamnya rusak, sorry ya.
Look at who's patrolling it. Divide.
Out of
Judge is
nowhere,
there.
emang.
Jing very nearby as well. Once again
Ooh,
spotted,
okay.
challenged by not just one, there's 2 to this. Double check there was no one further behind, so this is actually unleashing something to go walkabout if he wants to. But all of this test happens in middle. Look at something. Look at. Wait, there's no way that Boostio just had a little look back.
He's looking, he's watching.
He absolutely
Oh
is.
my
He's
god.
In spawn.
He's read him like a book. That deep
Kejauhan
flash,
majunya.
maybe just a little read on what they wanted.
And this is, I don't feel like addressing Com is the issue here for PaperX.
Christ, wait,
Ya,
Jing,
Another one,
ini
Jing's fallen. It's a
udah sih.
5v3, Lauren.
This feels like it's just
Minimal-
slipping between their fingertips on map 1 here.
harus dapat 2-1
2 men
orang
up
ini.
to the good. The 3 standing, a Bulldog for 1, a Judge for the other, and yes, rifle on Mind Freak. It looks like EG are congregating over towards A. This plays in Forsaken, and hopefully Divide.
Seeker's invested, it doesn't really tell them anything.
They're running low on time though, Mike.
Have to
Ada
make a
seeker
move.
pula ya, Ivan.
Flash will catch here.
You got to be calling for
Hang
Mind
on.
Freak to hit that rotation, hit the panic button, get over here. There's 5 players coming our way, and
Aduh.
Divide has fallen. Forsaken now. It's all on
Yeah.
him to try and stop the rot, stop EG. He's desperately trying, but it may not be enough. As Mind Freak now in a
Susah
1v4.
anjing, main freak
Map
solo.
1 on the line. And EG
Udah, ini mah map
turning
2
up on a
langsung.
map that none of us expected to see this level of performance on. Mind Freak has a minefield to walk through. You got the pit, and you got 4 players. Divide or not, he's got to go. He takes down Com, but the trade for Jorgamo is there. EG, map 1.
Boostio mukanya tipikal orang yang pengen ditonjok kayaknya di muka, sorry.
A confident opener to this series.
Entahlah ya.
They look absolutely lethal, Mike. I'm looking towards Demon 1, I'm looking at Jorgamo. I mean, they've had a belting series. You do not want to miss the rest of this.
Sulit anjir.
Sering berat-berat. pindah dulu sambil nungguin. Lah anjing. Oh. Ya, hilang sok ini. Menit berapa ya tadi ya?
Ini udah dulu deh.
Duluan mana?
Ya,
Oke, yuk. Thank you Del. Hari-hari ya. Sulit. Ya split sih ya. Oke. Am I back? Please tell me I'm back. Oke. So, kalau streamnya agak ngelag, sorry, aku nggak tahu kenapa. Emang kayaknya keterbatasan PC. Ya mohon dimaklumi lah ya. Ya udah. Hari-hari emang agak geblek gitu ya. Aduh, unlucky banget. Padahal bisa, itu tadi bisa. Aduh, ini siapa nih pendukung Iji nih? Voting 4-1 Iji. Aduh, gak apa-apa. Aku suka. Jadi kalau ada perbedaan gitu kan ya. Damn. Hari-hari emang sulit memang ya. Kadang-kadang ini preview matiin dulu biar nggak terlalu nge-lag gitu stream gue. Nah kan mulai nge-lag. Nah harusnya aman sih sekarang. Should be fine. Yep, I think it's fine. Kita tunggu. Padahal aduh main rig bisa tadi tuh anjir. Ya adalah gua saatnya ambil minum dulu karena minumku habis. Bentar ya. Betul, aku sambil makan ya guys ya. Nyemilin cookie.
Grinding out in tier 2, tier 3, he always knew he had the mechanics good enough to make it to this point. He just needed an opportunity.
I'm more impressed beyond the mechanics, just his individual decisions throughout these rounds. He can pick the back, the showstoppers pop by Jing, he immediately updrafts to dodge it. All of his little micro choices are spot on.
Yeah, and also we got to talk about the fact that EG, they want both pistols on split, Seth, which, as you know in this game, if you're winning both pistols, the chances of you winning that map is pretty high.
I'm tilting out of my mind when it comes down to these pistol rounds because Paper X, their pistol win rate at this tournament has been absolutely abysmal. 42%, only 11 out of the 26 that they have played. And this has cost them so dearly, not only in this map loss and the ones that they had in the past, but sometimes in their wins as well, because they get themselves into such rougher positions than they need to be in if they could just manage to clinch these.
Yeah, and it did look like EG had a really good solution for a lot of the pistol round structure and waiting for pushes, absorbing those pushes from Paper X. That's why I think going into the rest of the map, well, even though Paper X started here, I think their innovation across the other maps is where I'm mostly impressed.
I think this is the most vanilla map that we're going to see from Paper X. We're now going into Ascent, which is my favorite map to watch Paper X on. This is where they're playing Viper, Harbor, Reyna, Sky. On Ascent, again, the map where everybody else plays literally the same comp in every game, and it's so well constructed. This is the map where I have a lot of faith in something to come back and look like the superstar we know he is when he's playing on this Reyna.
We're about to see in the Prime Gaming Agent Select if we're going to get that Reyna or not, but Potter, she's very confident. She even said 2-0. Baby. Do you guys feel the same way here? Is this going to be bad news for Paper X?
I do think she's kind of underestimating Paper X a little bit on Ascent. I know EG looks like the best Ascent team in this tournament, but what I see out of this Harbor Reyna in particular is the Cove Lear entrances by the A site, by the B site. They do such a creative take on both of those areas of the map. Now, I'm sure Potter has cooked up some good anti-strats and
Oh, Paper X changing the comp. Devi's on the KO now.
What?
What does this change?
No Sentinel comp now.
It's just a little bit less info coming the way of Paper X, but the KO can do a lot with the knife to get cross-map info.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be getting those refreshable flashes coming through here, but this still can work in the same way that they have been piloting it. It's just a little bit different, a little bit more delayed. You can't really, obviously fly those guiding lights through and get them exactly where you want to, but Devi can still be chucking these through those harbor walls, off the back of the Lear, get that double flash out, and then go for the side exact.
I think the KO knife is really useful for cross-map info on Ascent. That's why you see pretty much everyone running versus the Sky as well. You can still get those Reyna Lear flash combos out of the Cove you're talking about, but it might be a little bit harder. We'll have to see see if Paper X's new comp is what it takes to be the first team this tournament to beat Evil Geniuses on Ascent.
EG, they are ahead now, but Paper X, they have a chance here to bring it back and tie things up. Let's send it over to your casters once again to take us into game. Over to you, Pansy and Hypok.
Thank you so much, and yes, map 2 now coming up. Paper X have their work cut out here, Mike. This is a little bit of a different look as well from what we maybe expected.
Absolutely, a slight adjustment here. The obviously, well, we can only really speculate as to the application here of the KO, but one of the things that worked best was the Trailblazer. To set something in motion. Again, the layering of the flash is sure, but the one thing that really put something in a position to excel on the Reyna was the Trailblazer from Device. So that's the initial concern at the minute, whether or not Paper X are going to try and slow things down, if something in Jing are just going to try and go ham together, I guess, is the next step on that checklist. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, it starts with this pistol round. Demon 1, he's stuck around. He's got back in.
Oh, nice.
That's a little too far. As Forsaken's going to punish and put him back to the next round. 4v4, but look at the rest of the map. Boostio's taking space away. Paper X actually might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Bomb's coming as well.
Boostio's got a fantastic position again, Forsaken.
What the fuck?
Perfect trade, though.
Dart will go out. Actually, we'll catch him. Yeah, King as well. Divide's lucky to get away with this life here. Down to 62 HP.
This has been god tier work from Forsaken. I have to be crystal clear about that. Those trades he got kept them.
Something.
Hold on. Yeah, a little bit of vengeance.
Let's go.
Double check on the body there.
Nah,
it
ini
felt like
menang
from
nih.
something leaving
Valorant
all
menang,
on
ini
Jordan
menang.
Mona. 1v3, Knife's gonna note him. And you can see something waiting. Oh, the cross. Crossfire was in place. It was okay in the end. Something taking the reins in the round, but credit in my mind goes to Forsaken there.
Absolutely. Something. With the cleanup, I mean, there's a chance here for Common Boostio to make a real good go of holding things down in tiles. Team 1 to open things up. Yeah, so this moment here, I think Com's kind of forced into a very, very tricky spot where he could invest in combo.
Rematch kayak gini tuh anjing. Kayak mereka belajar dari kesalahan, cuma tim yang menang tuh ya udah gitu loh.
But something off to a flying start, 3-0.
Huge confidence round for him as well. You want to be seeing that coming out from something. Get that confidence early. Start building into the matchup as it looks like a pacey piece towards B. But look at the stack. There's 5 bodies here. Everyone from EG is present on this site. The stack towards the back of House. Breaks to fly on in. Lear gets dealt with, but Jing's the one to do so much damage on this one. This is lovely work here. Demon 1. Oh my god, he's still trying to fire off. Takes down 2, but it's a 3v1 and Boostio.
Anjing.
I mean, this would be
Serem
a lot.
Miracle. Forsaken tag down to 72. Easiest to pin down, but a 1v3 nonetheless.
He's got a clean fight on the first. Couldn't land it. Beautifully controlled by Paper X. They walk into the stack. They come out with 3 alive.
Sampingnya nggak baik juga.
Themselves off on the right foot here on Sen.
Ini juga sheriff gratis aja. Lumayan.
Having a look back on this, he could have gone dangerous. You saw it there for a couple of seconds. And Divide doing well, keeping control.
Klik kanan maju.
And for Paper X going at that sort of pace, you may walk into a stack, but they come out as highlighted with 3. So this bonus round not going to be lacking in too many areas. They do have 2 full-on rifles, 1 Bulldog to boot. That's with Mind Freak. It looks like rinse and repeat. A late slip through there for Demon 1, getting himself on the site, but Paper X not toying with the rest of the map. And
langsung maju anjing orang-orang ini, sumpah ya, gila ya.
Yeah, it's almost done just that. Look how deep his position is already.
But they still have to deal with the site take, right? It's one thing to know where Paper X are, it's another to try and handle them as they make it towards the site. First man forwards Jing, eyeing up CT, keeping them at bay, or at least keeping one at bay, that being Ethan.
Unaware banget tuh.
Apparently not, but they're trying to break through on the site. They don't turn in time, and Jorgamo does get down 2, but still the trades are effective, and Paper X keeping 3 alive. The HP is dreary for 2 of the players. Com in with a real chance of doing some serious damage here.
Chance with the recon as well to maybe find a little bit of damage. So he might just commit to trying to hold for exits here. I mean, Jing down to 5 HP, Divide on 39, could find something with a shock dart potentially.
Anjing Davai
not taking it in there.
Hampir kena.
Lovely from Paper X. again, it's one thing to know where PaperX are, it's another to handle them all together.
So what's bizarre though is Jorgamo sends the paranoia from tiles into B main. Not sure if it's just not relayed quickly enough, but nobody reacted to the flank until Jorgamo comes through and finds two. Just so happens PaperX won everything they needed to towards the site. Sorry.
Wow, what a dreamy start for PaperX as well.
Bonus on the board.
Making up the wrongs, right?
Great ult progress as well. Forsaken one away from the Reckoning. Jing one off the showstopper. Already have.
Udah gila anjing stres
There we go, Jing right off the rip, taken towards the A site, and look, it's down to the sheriffs. This round was never meant to be too deadly. Full-on rifles.
Udah bang.
Jing willing to be aggressive, confirm the space, take it. Noting Boosty on the back lines, it's all looking.
Kebiasaan.
It's about the knives as well. Chance here if another kill comes through that EG tried to explode on the back of that.
And you can see the difference, right? PaperX dig in a little bit more.
Per second, iya cok. Iya anjing. Ditiup jatuh itu. Oh, nice.
Controlling towards heaven.
Oh, nice.
Something there towards Demon 1. This is lovely.
Aduh, swingnya.
A little bit nervous, but I think Ethan knows he's not going to get given much more play here. Being pressured down by something. And he caused them any more troubles, any more woes.
Nice.
Absolutely not. PaperX weathering the storm there. Again, yes, aggressive. Yes, got a little bit, I don't even say dangerous with Jing going down, but they instantly shifted gear. That was perfect from them.
Udin lagi, stres.
Belum
nge-kill soalnya 0. Makanya ngodin dia ini anjing. Nyari satu lah, tamat. Ini tamat telat tamat.
And it's also very uncharacteristic for EG to be calling timeouts this early. We know that they generally have a plan up to almost round 6. Something that they're notorious for. They come in with very, not scripted pistols, but they have a really robust plan. So an early timeout certainly causing me pause for thought here, Mike. As it stands though, PaperX, I was worried after map 1 they'd take that to heart, but these guys are warriors at this. They've come back with a blistering response.
I'd be curious to see if there is much of a change here. We've seen EG try to address the back line of PaperX a number of times, kind of shadowing some of the executes they've had towards B site in terms of tiles control, taking all of the space in mid, confirming that there's no real second prong to the attack. And what EG think that, because it's not really as if that's caused them any issues just yet. They've lost out in terms
udah
of
kayak ini anjing logo album Dewa, tahu nggak? Dewa 19.
Players on EG in the right position to do damage. Like I said, even with that paranoia into B main, nobody posted up close to that. So I don't know if Jorgamo is just trying to slow things down, or he's trying to set somebody else in motion. That's the curiosity on my part.
I have those answers to the questions once we come out of this timeout. We get the round underway. What the adjustments may be for EG. They have a purchase here. A couple of big ults. Well, one big ult. And a TP. And on the other side, well, we already noted it. Looking lush for PaperX. Looks like a fairly standardized start. Testing towards A, but no instantaneous follow through. We've been seeing kind of, not necessarily one-dimensional, but very hard-headed approaches from PaperX.
Like that might continue here. Looking to regroup ahead of the 60-second mark. Something already trying to make progress towards B. Fish out the turret. Try to, at least on the first peak. Cleans it up on the second. Reckoning invested here, covering the entirety of site.
Oh, bisa nih masuk.
Like I said,
cuma util.
Aduh. Kecolongan.
That's a difference. They've had a couple of first picks though, but still. The site now being contested. Paranoia center. They try and work off the back of it. CT has 3. They're going to start swinging on through. Jorgamo in a curious position. Something. The kill feed. It's Trey coming out. Forsaken getting invested. Swings ahead. And another 5-1 for Demon 1. And held in place by Divide, but the numbers overwhelming. The site's EGs, and this time it worked out.
Something kecolongan juga nih.
Said the read was generally pretty good of how PaperX were going to approach the site.
Padahal bisa itu tadi.
Reckoning invested almost no value outside of finding the plant. Everybody from EG set up to
Ini lihat.
Iya tuh. Ya Allah, nge-swingnya sumpah ya. Wide swing banget cuy.
Once PaperX see a little bit of space to play into, if they've got 2 or 3 bodies, they're gonna do it.
I wonder if the adjustment, if there is even an adjustment from PaperX yet. I don't think they have to. It's 1 round. They've still got Device ult now to bring into this one. 5 towards A, and actually EG have 4 players here. Now sitting a little bit deeper, maybe cognizant of Device ult, but Com clearing towards middle, noting nothing towards tiles. As we can see, the PaperX, all 5 players here. Can they deal with the flood that's going to be coming their way? Knife goes in, clears out towards Dice. You can see the Cove going up, the Lear going to come out. A little offset on the timing, but it's fine. No one's there to challenge this. They're respecting it. The core of the cross, a lot of chip damage being done here. Com laying down the covering fire. Takes out Forsaken. The lockdown is in effect.
They have to retreat here.
And this is a good read from Com.
Mindfreak can't really push much deeper than this, but can swing onto it now. Com posted up with the Odin. Removed the lurk, removed any sort of safety net from PaperX here. 20 HP, something, spike in hand, but he's solo on catwalk.
This scares the life out of me. Device falling away. Jing trying to get played in maybe if someone tries to re-clear towards A main. Oh, this is so dangerous! Put his life on the line, try and set something in motion, but they stack up onto a shot. What a shot! Something nice. Removes Com and opens up a chance, an avenue forward. And Demon 1 might shut it down.
Gila. Demon 1 jago.
2 knives to the head. Will find EG their second. And straight away in response. See the timeout come through from PaperX.
Wah anjing Odinnya jebelin banget cok, minta di laknat anjing.
As if EG are actually the comparison to split. It was fast, it was pacey. I don't know if the timeout actually was something that Potter's kind of related to the guys. Slow things down a little, let them play into you. Because again, we're seeing a lot of reactive utility as opposed to start of this. It's, you know, taking space in mid and trying to address the back line. I'm curious now of what PaperX's adjustment will be. We definitely haven't seen the same sort of approach in terms of the Reina just yet. We have seen PaperX leaning towards death falling. Shocker.
Who'd have thought it? I mean, it got them 4, but it does feel like a bit of a battle of the minds here. You've got Potter on one side, obviously, who has a ridiculous conversion rate when you look at timeouts and next round success, incredibly high. Now, I asked the same thing of Alex here. Does PaperX have that ability now to shift gear? That EG have found that step, right, as you were alluding to. I don't know what the adjustment will be for PaperX going into it. Do they start toying with expectations? They have been deathballing. Do they start trying to punish rotations, catch one of these players off guard? They're going to need something. There's already the money starting to get worked down at here. They still have the ult from Devi. I think, 2 away from the Viper's Pit as well, but the others pretty far off.
The concern being EG are in a position to almost get an operator in hand for the next round. Behind a purchase also. Hunter's Fury, we know Com's always good for one with the ultimate.
And it looks like a similar look, right? They're trying to sell the same sort of picture, but the pace change is on short, and it's Jing to open up the account and pretty much take the entirety of the site. No one is on A. They've got complete free reign here to get that plant down and get the site on their side.
Nice one though.
I don't know if you've heard it, yeah. But whether or not Com got caught by the null command here, because he was backing up towards Fountain to try and use the Hunter's Fury. Jing, 45 HP. Demon 1. Trying to sniff him out here on short.
He's down a little lower. Jing, 45.
Aduh, Jing.
Not enough for the first time. Oh, dear, from across the map. Takes out Jing and unlocks the next. Good for 1, good for 2. Forsaken stops the rock. Denies Demon 1. Nice follow-up from Mindfreak. From Forsaken. And it's all on Com in a 1v3. Not going to be happening. PaperX holding on to the A side.
Iya.
Reactionary Hunter's Fury here from Com. Just ridiculous how good he is on the solo.
Wah, itu MD Hunternya.
As soon as Demon 1 gets contact here.
Wah, Dava. Iya, Allah di track
anjing. I didn't even note the flash from Ethan. And that's the thing, you have to watch 3 or 4 different camera angles to really appreciate the little things that evil geniuses do. Regardless, PaperX around on the board. Beautiful cleanup from them.
nunggu suara gitu
I want to
anjing.
see these guys fully activated now. PaperX looking a little pissed off after map 1, coming back in, fully ready to go, and feeling very little intention behind that early utility. EG might adjust off the back of this. 2 players trying to hold goal. Oh my god, the grand reveal! Mind Freak has been removed, and this has stalled out PaperX.
Odin emang haram jadah anjing. Odin. Waduh ini judge lagi, Cuk. Bang udah bang, nggak usah maju bang.
Be careful. Trying to play the line here. There is no backline because there's no exit plan. There's no great escape for PaperX. They have no other position to look at the map. It's closing in. The net is closing in. There's no way forward. It's a blender at the hands of Boostio as Divide. Oh, blinded flash, dead. EG starting to figure out that PaperX pace.
Anjing cosplay Killjoy.
Beautifully done. Comp just understands the timing so well on the Sova. The back of the turret, taking contact being dealt with. He waits a second or two. Like I said, nobody able to react quick enough to the dart. And this is the thing, versus EG, you have to expect Comp to be in that position.
Yeah.
Time and time again.
Ethan, has he been seen? Getting nervous here. I think PaperX has found something.
Di ini yang kasih Odin balik anjing.
Have switched up though. It's on Boostio now, Odin and Judge, the dynamic duo elsewhere on the map. PaperX looking to maybe set up towards a B split here though.
I like that. Again, we knew that death ball would eventually hit a point it can't carry on at, but Ethan is still ahead of this. Demon 1 taking all the attention, almost enamoring PaperX to focus towards him, but it plays in Ethan. Do they still stay diligent? Do they still check as well? First fight, it's his. Boostio succeeds. Ethan on the double down. Takes away Divine and Jing, leaving something in Forsaken with a little bit of space and not a lot to do with it. And already feels red. Look at the attention towards CT. The crossfire perfectly held. They're going to need a lot to break back in here, Mike.
Something. It's paranoid, spinning back and forth, and Jorgamo will find the headshot, just leaving Forsaken as a headshot from Demon 1 to find the Prime Gaming flawless. And it's so well thought out. You never expect anyone to be ahead of Demon 1 when he's playing like this, when he's hyper-aggressive, and Ethan, the one to tuck in close here.
Got a little nervous on the first couple of shots.
Yeah, a little bit.
But this has broken the bar of PaperX. And that was the first time I think we started to see them kind of explore that slightly less single-minded approach. And it's not a bad approach when it is PaperX. I can't even doubt it that much, but look at the string of rounds now. Nearly 5 in a row here. After that timeout from Potter, whatever it was the cure. It's completely changed the mentality and the read into this game, and it puts the pressure back on PaperX. 5 is respectable. But you want to be seeing a little bit more out of them here. See if they can post up a couple more rounds, give them some safety on that side switch.
See what they're trying to set up towards here. PaperX 4 towards short though.
Aduh, anjir. Gak mati loh.
How's he still standing? He's still
What the fuck, G?
I can't believe it. Walks across the map, somehow breathing. Jorgamo dives in head first. And Demon 1 in a similar spot. This time he's going to be handled by Divide's utility. And this is that bloody battle we were waiting on. The explosive pressure that PaperX needed has finally landed true.
Aduh, udah bang.
1v3. Jesus, that's too close.
Divide tagged up down to 48. Can they get an opportunity here to play a rifle out?
Nggak dikasih Odinnya anjing.
Here for A site.
He's still got his dart.
Nah, ini smoke-nya annoying banget.
Stuff like down to 70 HP. Eyes trained on heaven.
He shouldn't have play into this. I think he knows he's really running low on chances here.
Just wait for an exit maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello and goodbye. Gonna take away Mind Freak. Swaps out one on the side, but again time. Oh, Divide's having none of it. None of that here today, and Mike, the absolute wherewithal of this team. PaperX just flew through that site.
I mean, Boostio, it takes him a couple of seconds to actually pop the second nano swarm in tree here. I think that's the issue. Jing has a little bit of room to work with, and he's able to get. I mean, that is just beautiful.
Filthy.
Yeah. I was going to say a disgusting spray with the stinger, but it gets the job done.
Keren sih itu sih anjing. Flashnya.
In one of the most PaperX rounds I think we've seen so far today.
They could have done with one. It was starting to get a little nervy, right, when you looked at the run-arounds coming in, but back in we go. Even one played in a little off the spam of comp. And wait, Jorgamo just got the first?
Oh bisa sih anjing baru juga mulai.
Almost
Masih pagi
instantaneously is a problem. Clean from
fuck?
Demon One, and no opportunity for a trade.
Ya Allah, ini orang-orang nih hobi banget tuh ngepick open gitu anjing.
Something given a second shot
White
here.
pick kayak gitu, cuy. Ya Allah.
Time and space in middle. Spike not committed just yet.
Something's been noted as well.
Yeah,
hobi anjing.
Now PaperX looking to regroup. Well, something actually started. Still curious towards B-main.
Just keep in mind how deep EG is sitting on all of this map as well. They're entertaining no early frags here. No one's playing up by tree. No one's playing close towards the B side. No one's even on the A side. They're sitting CT. They're sitting super deep here. Gonna make PaperX work for their dinner. They've got plenty of ults, so...
Ethan spotted.
Closing in a little. They're looking for chances here, PaperX. And there's just being nothing offered.
30 seconds left.
Devi at the jump-off point now. Utility still there. That's not ideal. Actually, a bit of an issue. Neron catching up to him, but towards the site we go. Again, EG not taking the bait, showing discipline. Well, until then, the flash almost perfect. Devi could have been in danger. 13 seconds now. They're in trouble. Spike's left loose, and EG play a patient round.
And the protocol list is so robust from EG. Constantly, Ethan jump spotting here. The alarm bot takes contact. They set up for this flash over from spawn to put Boostio in a position to punish Jorgamo. Beautiful opener.
My ultimate.
Fantastic stuff. Unfortunately, mid-round not really suiting PaperX there, conceding 2 kills, don't really get an opportunity to pin down any sort of engagement across the map. EG mitigating risk really effectively there.
And look at the pressure. Knife catching Boostio, gonna make this very difficult to hold. They have to respect what's coming their way. And Jing disrespecting all the utility, all the presence. Something on the follow-up and the site may be theirs. One stands in there. Wow! Oh my God!
What the fuck?
Inhuman reaction from something. And this guy is fired up. Back up to 4. PaperX hot on their heels though. He ain't a million miles away from this.
Serem anjir.
This becomes difficult now. Jorgamo and Comp facing down Neron and Army. Trying to toy with them, see if they can spot them.
Oh, kena anjing.
He's been forced away. Jorgamo dives in. Oh my God, the trade. Look at the HP. Mind Freak is on 29. This is scary. But Com is not being given many more chances. He's got to slip. And no shot.
He's got the swap.
The pin's gonna drop. Oh,
untung anjir.
gorgeous timing from him. That got down to the wire.
What a ridiculous exchange. 7-5 on the half though, Lauren.
This is a great game we're seeing here. PaperX doing everything they need, just about securing the last couple of rounds, digging so deep. Filthy, filthy work from him, and it's what you want to be seeing. And this is such pressure stage now for both sides. PaperX in recovery after they struggled. That timeout that came for Potter and EG worked so well. But to hear from someone who knows what it's like on a major stage, it's handing down the tower.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're hanging out in the coach streamer area right now, and of course we've got a fan favorite in Tarek. Tarek, talk to me about the vibes in the arena right now. This place is packed.
Yeah, oh man, it is electric in here. Can I hear you guys one time? Just make some noise.
Mission accomplished. Yeah, I think they got it. Let's talk about the series a little bit. EG, PaperX, who you got?
You know, it's a tricky question. I think there's really no right answer here. I'm happy for either team that wins, but...
Bro.
Go EG. Fuck it, go EG.
Bacot.
We can edit that out, right? We can get that in post-prod. Do you have any predictions on how far the series is going to go? Is it going the distance or what?
Oh, we want map 5. We pray for map 5, definitely.
All right, last couple of thoughts I'd love to get from you. Talk to me about the new map in particular. Sunset, what do you think?
I'm excited. When do I get to play?
Right after this, actually. I got you.
Let's get it.
And then the cinematic. I know there were people who had really strong feelings. What was happening to Lil Bro? What was happening to Wingman? Was he going to make it on the other side? Tell me, you cried. You cried. I know you cried. You can admit it.
Boaster cried for me, so shout out Boaster. That's my GOAT.
Any final things you want to say to the crowd, to the venue before I let you go?
Go Valorant!
He nailed it. Go Valorant. Thank you so much. Tarek, back to you guys.
Wow, they are some hard-hitting words there from Tarek.
Valorant.
Go
Honestly.
Valorant. Yeah, absolutely right. But 5-7. Yeah. This is an incredibly close game. Now, I feel like the bulk of rounds in this for Paper X happened at the start, right? Gave themselves a nice buffer. There was that turn. There was that timeout that gave EG the springboard back to a competitive half. But Paper X still hold the lead here.
They do. Things still looking very scrappy. EG showing that they're happy to go toe-to-toe once again. Continuing that trend. Very early expiration here.
Wah, udah bang. Nice. Good net.
I mean, very nice.
Decent damage, Com, and boost you down to 45.
Langsung padahal. Nice.
Jing will be happy with that, but I mean, damage back on the other side too, almost walking away in very similar spots, but a totally different change of pace here for EG. Much slower, a little bit more meticulous, a bit more careful. You know what you're facing here, one of the most explosive teams in the world, even on the defending side. Mind Freak, shouldering this, it will be Demon 1 to spot. And utility instantly coming through. Now note the spike, this is not their end goal, they're drawing eyes over.
Which they haven't actually achieved just yet.
Oh!
Lucio lands a banger onto Forsaken.
Anjing.
Still conscious that maybe it being the Killjoy could be a lurk setup.
Yeah, no over-rotation, is there? They're thinking about it, but again, with this timing, this pacing, 30 seconds, it's going to be down to the wire. This is going to be a very close call on things here, and there's still 2 players to clear out, and it's Jing and something. Yes, lower HP, but still with the boom bot. And it's about timing on this. When does he invest? Does he invest? He could do now. Oh, it's
nice.
stunning from Jing. Denies the first man in. That's Boostio. 10 seconds now. They got 2 targets to find. This is so much to do for EG, but Calm again, creating all the space. But Paper X playing forward. Already, Mind Freak slipping forward towards Switch, looking to get closer by. Divide by CT, but a 2v4 is so tricky. Mind Freak there draws the attention. Divide on the swing, and denied by Ethan. As EG pick up the pistol in the second half.
For the 6th on the board, 1 away from catching Paper X here. The start of the second half.
Anjir, gila.
Beautiful opener from Boostio.
Hoki banget Boostio jadi manusia.
Again, the plan's executed perfectly though. The flash over the top to set Com in motion. Really well done by EG.
It makes you wonder, though, if something a bit more HP, if Jing was sitting a little bit prettier on the HP, maybe they could have held off a little longer, but that's neither here nor there as we go forward at 6-7. EG closing the scoreline just a little bit now. Sheriff coming out from Divide. Beyond that, it's classics. But we saw what Jogba was able to do on map 1, so maybe don't write it off just yet, but still. Stack for Paper X's coming up as the antidote to this round, but man, it's not going to be easy to make count. EG have been quite careful on their approach, trying to find that information first, but let's see if they can navigate away from this cluster of mayhem on this site.
EG expecting aggression, maybe not expecting a 4-man stack in A main. They're going to flash out here with Divide.
They're trying to scramble, and there's nowhere to run. Demon One's in danger, tries to backpedal. It's sensational from Paper X. And now Boostio and Ethan are reeling off the back of it. Yeah, they get the rest of the map, but look at the upgrades. Look at what they get. A reward for all of that work. But a plant will be had. Can they defend a 2v4 like this?
It's a Spectre and a
Look
Sheriff.
at Ethan. Look at Ethan's position.
Aduh, Ethan.
Ethan
knows what's coming his way. three
Di
on
checklist.
the other side. First, found. Second, follow-up. Ethan holding them back. Oh, third. Recovering one looked like a loss.
Ya Allah.
A performance from Ethan.
Bro, what is bro looking at, bro? What?
A sensational 4K.
Dikira tadi ada yang nembak, cuma anjing.
To bail out EG.
Ya enggak gua ngerti.
PaperX's mic all day long.
Aduh, jing ngepiknya gitu amat gua.
I mean, this third kill is beautiful. Then the bait with the flash here bounces deep. Forsaken has to commit to turning it.
Wait, chill. Mulai Jumawa anjing malas kontol nih orang-orang. Alah Taura lah.
Oh man, PaperX need you to stabilize here now. Rifles coming up. Gotta keep their heads held high in this one. EG willing to get down and dirty, scrappy into this. A little bit more of a pace change here, getting a little bit more progress done early on. Looking like Ethan wants to work towards that ult, and well, with the round that he just had, why not? He's very close by.
Team 1's got some space to work with here. Look at the respect given by something.
EG half.
Playing all the way towards Fountain.
Habis ya harusnya. Kalau ini kalah, nggak ngerti lagi.
Real need to jump spot anything, but to say that, Jing did actually just sat you up. Spotted a ton of players inside B main. We see this exchange of utility here.
Panic button, go rotate.
And Demon One's called.
Demon One.
Someone what? Demon One! How's he doing this much damage? Jamin, nice! Something doing so well. Something is serious about this one. Trying to dig his heels in here, but Demon One's still standing and still breathing. There are problems. Divide by Something's side. And Jorgamo on the other, they're getting aggressive, they're going fast, Something wants it, and he's got in, he's taken the round away from them. EG left in tatters as PaperX, depending on something there, and he finds it.
Mahal banget,
Brutal battle in some of these rounds. A furious exchange.
Mechanical monsters.
Look at, I said, given some space, Something respecting the setup here initially. Beautiful cleanup though between Divide and Something. Might PaperX their first round here in the second half.
Lega.
They come away with that though, 2 Bulldogs, so that was just EG's bonus.
Jing's getting a little interested. He's got Something walking middle as well. EG aren't really taking that walk. Slowly but surely. Trying to get a bit more curious about what's happening in middle here. It's been enough that's put some question marks around the map.
Okay, now.
Oh God, Something.
Okay, now go back.
Just how close Bustio was here.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, Ethan trying to set it up with the flash.
What a fucking timing, dude. Holy shit.
Fell for that one, almost hook, line and sinker, wanting to try and punish contact that they had.
Don't overheat, Jing. Don't overheat.
He's not falling back, and maybe he should have. Ethan's got an opportunity, even the scoreboard.
Just look at this setup here. Between Something and Forsaken. Yeah, Demon One's like, what the hell's going on in there?
That's a good place.
Didn't like what he found. But this map is not looking comfy. 30 seconds, they have no way in here. Ethan going for the ult. They pushed forward. Profound aggression.
Hey!
Oh my God. Oh my good God. He's played ahead of it. And Ethan's still doing damage. Spike is running towards him. 15 seconds. When do they realize? When do they turn already? You can see one of them on the case. Mind Freak trying to come on over with 12 seconds. So this plant could be in. Let's see if that cross is made. Jorgamo's made it over. That should be a plant. But up towards heaven. There's 2 coming on forward. Not denied on the plant, but the Forbs, everything, Something now starting to get closer. Cops found Something. Mind Freak couldn't quite get the trade. They've slipped away. And Divide gets a bit closer. Jorgamo's got it. And that's Divide on 1v3. 2 low, and it's very possible for this man. But look at these angles, brutal to clear. 2 flashes to play with. Can he isolate a fight? What can he do in this?
Flash.
Yes, you can.
Another
Yes,
step.
you can.
Looks for the
Just kill the guy.
Yes. And now the 1v1, but time is against him. And there's a Demon on the other side.
What a fucking unlucky. Unlucky. Aduh, Forsaken terlalu maju tadi.
Divide catching a crucial kill onto Ethan or knocking him in the null command here. And that's the time, but it comes so late that, I mean, you even noted it. When was somebody going to start rotating?
Dia mundur ke pojokan aja nih sebenarnya, Cok.
And it's pretty much knife out the entire time. They still don't beat EG to A site. Beautiful all around Ethan as well.
Suasu.
Can't even remember who it was actually caught in B main in the corner there with the Forsaken, I believe.
The
flash goes through. No command is popped, and again with all Paper X's utility up, there's kind of I mean, it's their own demise in that regard. The no command goes up, there's no open sight lines towards main, which is why they try and get aggressive. As soon as they concede that kill on Forsaken, Devi's hand is forced. He has to commit to the flank, and it's already too late at that point.
Sumpah ya, ini stage-nya tuh udah kayak cover album Dewa 19 anjing.
Best of 5, Mike, but we're seeing this really kept close. I'm a bit worried about this half though. I think seeing the kind of start we're seeing it from EG looking quite well prepared, the money scenario for Paper X, what do they do with this? And the timeout hitting as it is, it's quite indicative they're trying to find adjustments, right? They're trying to find a way forward that's going to work for them here. This composition should be hard to make work, but they're aggressive. They know how this plays out, right? It's not the first time we're seeing it, but I'm a little worried. I'm seeing a hero rifle on Divine. That's about it.
You have the showstopper to play with, but Jing not throwing a shield in the mix here. I don't know if that maybe he's going to try and use that reactor, but he's got to get out of this corner. Spammed up. And a 51 HP. But escapes death.
They need to try and feel out where the stack may be, and a quick reaction from Paper X is actually putting them in potentially the correct space. Eyeing up towards the A site now. You can see EG on red alert. After some of those moves we've been seeing coming out, some of those aggressive plays, the flashes off the back end. Speaking of aggressive plays, there's the flash. He knows he's drawn attention here. What do EG do now with the information they've received?
Very cautious approach here. Saw an earlier example of anticipating aggression.
Aduh, iya Cok.
Already looking like they're going to lean towards a stack on A. Incorrect read here with what we can see.
Biasaan anjing.
It's a gamble stack. You gotta try and risk it, but
I mean, EG have done really well to deny information across the map, so forcing their hand to Paper X in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. So this should be the green light. Shouldn't be any resistance towards the B site here, so it's all on how much can they achieve on the way out. And I already like the readjustment from Comp. I love seeing this.
I think we just saw a teaser for a future execution there. With the cloud burst up onto the top, the flash out from Ethan. So we do get that employed once again, Comp.
The timing, get out of here! Okay, good trade. That's a rifle, but they don't have time really to maybe run and grab that. No. Maybe Forsaken can try and give it a go, but they can get a bit dangerous. Hold on, that flash is a bit of an issue, but it plays in Boostio.
Nice,
Still very diligent on the clear. Boostio cleaning him up here. Forsaken, the last one alive. You can hear the timer ticking away. Demon 1 willing, ready and able to remove the final threat. This round was a gamble stack. It didn't work out.
G will take the lead. Paper X now in a position that feels a little uncomfortable. You look at what's behind this purchase, you look at what's coming out in this purchase, to be honest with you.
Udah bagus tapi nyate anjing.
You will see the operator coming out for something. A chance for him to maybe get something done here. Become a little more aggressive. Well, just sorry, yeah, he's behind Peter actually.
Wow.
So hold a very, very passive angle here. This isn't typical really of Paper X's approach here. Well, not typical of EG's approach either, but...
Normally good for it. He's cleared out common angles. He's basically facilitated this whole site hit. So something has to try and hold. And the first shot not landing opens up so many opportunities for EG. Not feeling secure on the side just yet. Paper X looking maybe to pounce on this. Waterfall in, and they do. Jing takes away Ethan. This is looking much better here. Holding with 5 alive. Can they make it more? Yes! Mind Freak. Damage It's done. Good trade. Boostio still bounding away. But the plant's not in. It's held in the hands. Jorgamo not quite there just yet. 24 HP that all that Boostio has to boast. And now looking for the plant. Jorgamo's got Jing.
A late lockdown as well. This causes real issues for PaperX.
They've got to run. They've got to get out of this. This is the plot that they wanted. And now a true 3v3, but... something. Maybe... Oh, wait.
Nice.
Forsaken.
Boostio trying
Wait,
what? Forsaken was so ready. And now the counter roll. They're going off this one. Jorgamo's in danger. He's screwed. Trying to stick around on the site. He's been noted. He's been seen. How long can he survive? He's going to be hounded down. Dead, buried. It's all on Gom in a 1v3.
You gotta know.
Tap on the spike. First challenge found. Seconds there. PaperX. Perfect to tie it back up to 9 apiece.
I love the idea here for EG. Again, the execution, and maybe this is relying on a kill or two towards short. PaperX in that regard, I guess, doing the right thing and not giving anything away. Well, they barrel down Catwalk, find themselves in tree very, very quickly.
They're keeping up, Mike. They are clawing onto this game. They do not want this one to go like Split did, 13-10. PaperX showing real resilience here. As said, last dance for Jing. And it looks like an aggressive start for him as well. Up and over, not quite. Pain Shell going to be left before Forsaken couldn't quite get around the corner.
Jorgamo tries to capitalize on the aggression, TPing elsewhere on the map, but PaperX disengaged.
Oh, nice.
Very quickly, something. We'll find Boostio as well.
No.
Finds a little bit of value with that operator in hand now.
Udah, tetap tenang, relax, gak usah ngepik-ngepik.
Respect the angle, do not drive it. Jing.
3 players here.
JJ,
again with PaperX keeping the numbers up. They get the beauty of just having that additional body they can post towards the site. Mindfreak drifting around towards top middle, noting maybe the vulnerability there, but it looks like maybe Devi's the one who could receive the attention if they further the path towards tree.
Too early flash aja.
Yes, Jorgamo A main, but indecision. It feels like for EG waiting to see if there is a real
respected. Yep.
The timing.
Oh,
nice. Yes. Respect.
Another kill here on Tacom. Mindfreak tucked into this pocket though. This could be deadly.
Is this lurk shit?
No, they have no idea. There's no idea. There's no way. Devi even got his call on the way up regardless. Beautiful from Devi. Yes, Mindfreak's position would have been the back line if required. But Devi doesn't even let it get that far.
Finds all 3 to clean things up, finding PaperX double digits here.
Huge for them.
And a big bailout in terms of the finances. They've been struggling for the last few rounds.
We're gonna pause here.
To find a response. Like I said, the operator finally finding some value here. It's Boostio and Com. PaperX one away from the pit. EG, I think really on the brink here for them. Yeah, rifle in the hands of Demon 1 to try and get something done here. An early paranoia though.
Yes.
Mitigated or negated by
nice damage.
EG don't want to give up the space though.
But there's a trade. Forsaken's got to be careful. He's the last standing bastion of this site. Support's on the way, and Devi gets there. But Boostio hands out a haircut to Forsaken. It rolls on the floor. You're looking at Devi, who's been absolutely nuts this map. Does EG continue? They could pause for a little bit. They're still above a minute. This is early fights, and the temptation for that rifle, I'm sure, is just high as well. But Boostio knows better. Note Mindfreak here. How far does he go? No, I think he felt the timing out a little bit.
For sure, EG though. I've cut noise behind this. PaperX with the correct read though.
Got him out of the sky!
How did he just land that?
Something is activating here. This guy's coming online. The last couple of rounds have been essential to this player, and a fantastic catch on the adjustment from Com. There's no escaping your fate. You've got to stand and fight. And Devi, the final boss of B, not going to give it up, not going to let him back in.
Yeah. Pasti di plan out.
PaperX looking like they want to answer back here with a map win on Ascent. will force a timeout here. Oh my God. Nah. I take it back. He does not look like the Reina from my ranked game.
And it's a timeout for EG now. 3 consecutive rounds.
No command of their own. 3 away from the lockdown. It's just not feasible.
So what's the answer? I've loved what Something's been able to do. Yes, obviously a very flashy shot in the one just gone, but even bigger picture, he has been finding such impact since getting that operator in. But I'm looking like a change-up might be in place here. Forsaken taking over the role. Don't do that to me.
I mean, he's just hit that shot, and then you take the operator off him.
What is he up to? What is the game plan here? It looks like he's getting into it. They're getting aggressive again. Look at the crunch towards tiles. This puts them on the chopping block. Forsaken not going to land the shot he wanted. EG running away. They don't want any of what's being sold over there. They've already lost Demon 1. Yes, Jing fell as well.
Does the pick come out from Mindfreak now?
He has
He's
every option.
ahead of the wall.
Mindfreak, are you mad? Get out of there. EG are on the way. It could be hot flash and a swing. That's audacious. And it might be a mistake.
They've just given them a 3v2 and an open sight.
I think they underestimated who was here and when. Forsaken still has the operator. Something on the Vandal. This seems just bizarre. And with the chance, something slipped forward. The Cove actually helping, but Giacomo gets denied. A 2v2 now on the side. Bustio and Com trying to keep control. Swing, a miss. Com on the trade, but he finds Forsaken. And the shot done. It's huge. Something is bleeding.
Oh, nice.
But he's still standing and still fighting.
Ice cold from Something.
He stared them down.
Yeah.
He stared them down.
That's the brute force you get from a player like him.
Look at this, man.
Oh my God. Beautiful stuff. That's 2 rounds now. He's had ridiculous impact for PaperX. It's given PaperX map point here. EG trailing by 3.
With the spam already. Not great for Demon 1. He's gone. He's fallen. Jing getting a little closer too. They're scrambling. They can't go along this route any further. Oh my God, Jing.
Ya Allah, Jing.
It's PaperX. They don't shot. You didn't see him, Bustio. How have you done that? He's got a lockdown.
He forces out here.
Device walking into it. Device walked into it. This is just unbridled aggression. Again and again, they keep retaking the fights.
Who's next? Mindfreak down to 70 HP. Something positioned towards mid. Has an operator. No chance to actually swap this weapon out ahead of the retake. He's actually popped his Empress as well.
Okay, so
finally things slow down.
Yeah, that feels just like a mental break for these two. The utility that EG has is quite substantial. But something is here. And that's enough that makes me worry. He's still paranoid about middle. The flash is good, sticks around for the shot, plays in Mindfreak, he waits on the first, he pounds, no he doesn't! Ethan! He's bailed him out until then! Com stays alive, EG with a lifeline.
Another example of the layering of utility from EG is so good. They cut sound here, wait for the cooldowns to come back. The flash allows the ping to come through. You can see that Ethan actually tanks the Lear. He's nearsighted, but the ping from the recon is perfect. Speaking of perfect.
Stop it. Stop it. That's how you stay alive? That's how you get to 10? It feels unfair. But it ain't over yet, Mike. 10 to 12. PaperX still on the verge. One more round. They tie up this series. And Something getting interested in middle here.
Pit will lock down A main. Something not noted just yet. We'll see. Com hasn't invested in utility towards mid. Well, they want to regroup pretty early on outside B.
Placing alarm bot.
Leave Jorgemine posted. Does have the TP, an opportunity to regroup later on, but find themselves a fairly favourable engagement here. Lockdown will clear sight as well.
And I worry for the exit. Okay.
Yeah, it does deal with it.
Lovely. Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it?
I don't know if they felt as if they knew where Jing was earlier on.
Now they're at 38 seconds and they ain't got a step towards sight. And look who's on the other side here. Something with a huge opportunity. A step is heard and it's more than enough for him. And now more information aplenty. Com in trouble, but a great bailout from him. Divide looking to get involved though. A pixel out of place and he spotted him. But 20 seconds, EG need to keep going. Divide's gone down. Brought down on his hands and knees as Jing trying to fill the void. Catches on the cross, gonna deny Com. Getting towards the side. Jing, fantastic. 10 seconds. They've got to get the spike down. They've done just enough to get into a 1v2. Demon 1 out of this world performance now Forsaken to try and take down the remainders. Sitting pretty, perfect HP. But can he find the double stack towards? Hell no, he can't. EG nearly tying up the series off the back of exceptional work from Demon 1.
And I feel like with one round just there, they've just broken the momentum that Paper X had established here in the second half on Ascent.
Oh, that shot.
The second shot to Jorgmo is outrageous. But there was so little time to recover. Come out finally after a string of rounds. Paper X forced into a lighter purchase, be it just a stinger.
I was wondering if they were up to something off the rip there, Mike. I saw 3 of them stacked up and I get a little worried. It doesn't matter the scoreline. Paper X will still do something absolutely demented.
They just got the reckoning off that. That early aggression has rewarded them the reckoning. Now they have the showstopper. It's 2 ultimates that can be employed towards a retake here.
Divide and Mind Freak getting a little closer makes me nervous.
He tried to pop flash off this last time.
We're so aware of a nicer angle to hold those who's just not affected.
Bait things out. In terms of information, you figured out initially early on where Forsaken is. Now you know where Divide is. Com trying to confirm a third presence.
They're waiting for the check, and here it comes. The swing and a miss from D1, and something is just a straight-up killer. 2 back-to-back. Ethan gets a chance to punish. He's not clean enough. Something is absolutely demonic right now. Trying to get across the line.
Nice.
Paper X are holding on here. They want to tie up the series, get us back to a 1-1 scoreline. Paper X. Map 2's theirs.
Talking about the script getting flipped. Ascent goes the way of Paper X here. EG felt themselves as if they were poised for a 2-8 lead here. Ridiculous performance. Jing had 10 first bloods.
Huge.
Just, I mean, it's unheard of.
Magnificent performance from them. Something also outstanding work on that map, changing some of the outcomes throughout this. But again, Paper X picking themselves back after a rough start on map 1. A hard fought game, but here in map 2, a 13-11 is everything they could dream of.
Ya kayaknya stream kali ini sampai sini aja dulu kali ya. Aku nggak kuat nonton sampai akhir kayaknya. Aku pengen sambil nyenderan juga dan aku juga bakal sholat dulu. So yeah. I think see you guys next stream dan semoga PRX menang. Kalau enggak ya udahlah ya. Emang belum rezeki. So yeah. Bye bye guys. Adios.